Salute. 21 gun salute. Yeah, I want to tell Janet Jackson on behalf of the Pac Nation that I represent. I want to thank her for showing Pac thug love, thug passion, and a little bit of poetic justice. You feel me? You know, Janet repping Pac at the BET Awards. Only real Pac fans could have felt that shit. No puff on the replay. Like, goddamn. You know, Pac and Janet, I'm not sure of the narrative and the legacy, but Pac really wanted to make amends with Janet. Pac really had love for Janet, and, you know, that whole rumor that he had to take an HIV test, whether it's true or not, you know, that came in between Pac and Janet, I believe, in their friendship. And you know, Pac was young. Pac was acting out of pocket. Pac was saying shit like, look, if I can make love to Janet, I'll take 3 HIV tests. Right? But we want to thank you, Janet, for representing. I want to talk about Mopreme Shakur. You know, Mopreme, he thinks it's a game that Mama Fina Shakur, Suge Knight, Death Row, and him were carrying on like Pac survived September 7th, 1996, and he didn't die September 13th. Mopreme thinks it's a real fucking game, and he's not taking no accountability. Y'all know it's a Janet Jackson topic, but I'm off to the next one right now. Let's hear this Mopreme interview real quick.
Give some insight into the timeline, because it felt like, so this is pre-internet, right? So it's pre-internet, and we're under the illusion, most of us, like I was one of those people, like on the Reddit threads, like, yo, he's alive.
Well, yeah, there was fans that really thought.
Because
he's in Cuba.
Shows did a great job. He did an excellent job of inserting that illusion. Well, I mean, it's 25 years down.
That was Pac.
Pac always wanted to be a legend. Pac always wanted to, be immortal.
Yeah.
He wanted to be that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I laugh now, because this is exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted people to think that he faked his death. He's the real outlaw. He's the real outlaw.
This shit dirt. Oh my God.
He's a warrior poet.
Yeah.
So the words mean something. He wanted them words to touch. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's how we rock.
We got to spend some time with Nutso when we were in the Bay. And, you know, he spent a good portion telling us how...
Where the fuck is my Mopreme picture?
The energy that was being put out. Like, foreshadowing, like, we don't have time, we don't have this, like, we gotta work now. Did you see that as, like, his brother? Or maybe even give him some advice, like, maybe we should slow down on that?
Yes. And I did not like it.
Hold on. I'm trying to have a real live show. I could have sworn I had something with Mopreme in the thumbnail. Yeah, Mopreme think it's a big game, no puff on the replay, that he's blaming everything on Pac. No, Ninja. No. And this is why y'all wanted my... No, Mopreme. I'm trying to... Yo, this is how much I don't fuck with Mopreme. I don't even have that ninja in my motherfucking... Wait. Oh, shit. Okay, we're going to have to... Hold on, I'm going to have to screenshot. It should be in the beginning. Okay. No, he was not. Solo Solo said was Mopreme on Olazomi. No, he said was Mopreme on Olazomi. No, he was not. Let's take it back to Mopreme real quick.
Stop talking about dying all the damn time, nigga. Let's get this money.
Insight into the timeline, into the timeline, because it felt like, so this is pre-internet, right? So it's pre-internet, and we're under the illusion, most of us, like I was one of those people, like on the Reddit threads, like, yo, he's alive.
Well, yeah, there was fans that really thought.
Because
he's in Cuba.
Because Suge did a great job. He did an excellent job of inserting that illusion. Well, I mean, it's 25 years down.
That was Pac. Pac always wanted to be a legend. Pac always wanted to, be immortal.
Yeah.
He wanted to be that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I laugh now, because it's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted people to think that he faked his death.
Ridiculous. According to Mopreme, he said Pac wanted people to think he faked his death. But wait a minute. When are you going to take accountability that you also was passing on that rumor? Mama Afina Shakur, rest in peace, before she left us in the physical, she was pretending Pac faked his death. In that video, I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto, that she directed. And this is why I got a fucking problem with the internet world and these YouTube streets, because they was over there blaming Discretion TV when it was Pac's family. But nobody holds them accountable. I am. He over there blaming Suge Knight and Pac. No, Ninja, you too. I can find if they destroyed my channel, but I can still find videos where Mopreme was pretending that Pac faked his death. If you just tapping in, shout out to Janet Jackson. We thank Janet for showing Pac thug love, thug passion, and a little bit of poetic justice. You feel me? Pac said he ain't want to be at the New Millennium BET screaming Kumbaya and we shall overcome. Here we are 30 years later after the shooting, and we got all these fake ninjas that's clout chaser. Ninjas can't tell you 5 back-to-back Pac albums with 5 back-to-back songs on them albums. Right? But that's the beauty of this culture, right? What we're saying is no love. What's good? Where you been? Yo, where y'all been at? Yo, where y'all been at? Ninjas like no love. Right? Ninjas like no love. Where you been? Logistics was good. Die long, go ons. Flyboy Bing. Solo. Yeah. We saluting Janet Jackson and telling her thank you. The last I remember, she was speaking about Pac. She was like, Pac got my number. No, he did not, Janet. He said you changed the number. Oh, shit. Oh, it's all good, no love. You know how we do. Yeah, according to Janet Jackson, Pac got her number. No, he didn't. He said you changed his number. Yo, she made history, icon, legacy. Janet, this is Discretion 304 TV, the new season. And, Janet was on her bullshit anyway. And, if Pac and Janet dated, they broke up, she probably, hey, Janet take all her men to fucking court. Right? Janet take all her ninjas to court. Shit, right? Drop comments below. I wouldn't want Pac to go through what Janet husbands went through. I'm just saying. Thank you for the shout out. Right? We got love for you, Janet. But Pac has his own problems with Suge Knight's ex-wife, Sharita Knight. Right? Tapping his wallet, paying her American Express cards. You know what I mean? I want to get back to this. This is how I don't really for Mopreme, bro. I don't know if y'all saw this interview. There's an interview floating on internet. Mopreme talking about Tupac when the people think he faked his death. Come on. We know the Machiavelli theory is real. We know that, Mopreme. But why now, during the Keefe D case, you think that you just throw a little out, no puff on the replay, you throw a little info out, or Pac wanted the people to think he faked his death? Wouldn't you think you would say that earlier? Before you file a fucking wrongful death suit? Man, this shit, this internet shit is washed, bro. Like, seriously. All right, let's play it again. Let's play this real quick.
The illusion, I was one of those people like on the Reddit threads, like, yo, he's alive.
Well, yeah, there was fans that really thought.
Suge did a great job. He did an excellent job of inserting.
Be immortal.
Yeah.
He wanted to be that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I laugh now, because it's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted people. I'm like, nigga, stop talking about dying all the damn time, nigga. Let's get this right.
Give some insight into the timeline, into the timeline, because it's internet, right? So it's pre-internet, and we're under the illusion, most of us, like I was one of those people like on the Reddit threads, like, yo, he's alive.
Well, yeah, there was fans that really thought.
Because
he's in Cuba.
Because Suge did a great job. He did an excellent job of inserting that illusion. Well, I mean, 25 years down.
That was Pac.
Like
Pac always wanted to be a legend. Pac always wanted to, be immortal.
Yeah.
He wanted to be that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I laugh now, because it's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted people to think that he faked his death. He's the real outlaw. He's the real outlaw.
So they record material in that way?
Let's talk about it. Y'all seen it for yourself. He think this shit is a big game. Shakur. She directed the video, I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto, and pretended that Pac made it, and then the helicopter. We over here getting blamed for the helicopter theory and the body double theory, and Mopreme over there getting away with murder. This shit don't make no sense. Unless they whitewash that interviews or those interviews or interviews still on the internet that Pac faked his death, he was shaking the bed, he was trying to tell me something. Oh, let me see if I could do a quick search. Faked his death. Hell job was good. Catherine, what's going on? Let's see something. This shit dirt. Hold on. If they didn't whitewash these interviews off because he's filing a wrongful death suit, I don't know how you filing a wrongful death suit and your own mama was carrying on like Pac survived. I knew he had to confront that shit. Bro, he had to confront those rumors. Let's see something. I think I found one.
Gunslingers is out there trying to make their way in the game. And them two bumped heads. The stories behind them bumping heads, you could ask somebody else. But unless you was actually, connected or even tangentially connected to. So they'll have pieces of story, but not a small majority got most of the story. Small majority got most of the story.
Not the conspiracies. Not the conspiracies. I know you've been dealing with those. The conspiracies that Suge said it. How do you feel about those conspiracies, man, of Tupac being alive somewhere, Cuba, wherever they say?
I wish, my nigga. I wish. West Side, Machiavelli to Don. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Don. That's exactly what he wanted to do. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Nah, hold up, man. Y'all know and love my nigga, right? Do you think he'll be able to keep his mouth shut for this long?
No, I ain't talk about it.
I mean, all the shit that's been going on is passing. You think I'm gonna tell you how you feel, bruh? You know what I mean?
Why do you think that is? I mean, his name, people still want to be Tupac. You hear it in hip hop. I'm the new Pac. I'm the new Pac. I'm this. I'm that. He's still that dude. Everybody got their top five, but that one they want to be is still Pac. Does that make y'all feel good? Does that make y'all feel good knowing that even though he may not be here in the flesh, his spirit is very alive and well to this day?
Absolutely, positively. That's what helps me. That's what gives me strength to keep smacking. Because we talked about these things. He talked about being a legend. He talked about, fuck it. We, the roaring 90s, a lot of us from the Keep It Real generation. You dig? And Pac was the premier artist of the time of the Keeping It Real.
I found it. I found it, y'all. When did it?
That the story's still being told. How do you feel when these type of projects come about?
I knew that we were going to be legends. Pac knew he was going to be a legend. We knew we were on a legendary track back then. So with that, dealing with post-Pac, post the legend, but it's not really post because he's still alive. So therefore, I'm trying to look out for my brother and his legacy and his memory as usual. It is difficult. Everybody can't do it. But I know I had to develop a thick skin in order to, deal with our life in entertainment and the circumstances that we are here. So I think that Pac would want to be
Happy that the story's still being told. How do you feel when these type of projects come about?
I knew that we were going to be legends. Pac knew he was going to be a legend. We knew we were on a legendary track back then. So with that, dealing with post-Pac, post the legend, but it's not really post because he's still alive.
Nah,
so
fuck
therefore,
that. Fuck that. You see? Fuck that shit. They think he's delusional. They whitewash a lot of his interviews that said that he was carrying on with the narrative that Pac was alive. Right? And playing those games and, Afterthought Media was good. Playing those fucking internet games and record sales games so they could still fund their, whatever the Shakurs had to do. I'm not mad. But be honest. Be honest. It's 30 years later and he's not even honest, right? That he also was carrying on that bullshit, right? So look at we now. look at this now. Look, I believe that Suge Knight and Reggie Wright Jr. was all in cahoots, and David Kenner, don't forget Kenner. I believe that theory trumps any other theories out there that Suge Knight, David Kenner, and Reggie Wright Jr. was involved with Pac and Biggie's. I believe that theory, y'all. It's just too much money missing. Bro, it's just too much money missing, and their motive to get rid of Pac was more serious than Puffy's, right? So Mopreem, Mama Fina Shakur, and all those who were playing that game, shame on y'all. Seriously. Bro, shame on all of them. Shame on Mopreem for not setting the record straight and taking accountability. Because a lot of Pac fans, even with the Keefe D trial, they still think Pac faked his death. Drop comments below if you're one of them. If you're one of the people that believe that Pac faked his death, it was a body double, he did not get shot, or he survived the shots, whatever you think, speak now or forever hold your fucking peace. Right? Yeah. And that's the problem. Because now he filed a wrongful death suit. Oh, this is all what Pac wanted to do. But what about when you, yourself, and your mama, right? When your mama did the videos, I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto, right? Your own mother, Mopreem, rest in peace, Afeni Shakur. Mo, your own mama, Ninja, directed that video. I always ask, why would a mother who carried her son 9 months, ducking FBI, ducking federales, with a pregnant, with a baby bump, why would a mother pretend that her son didn't die and her son survived the ambush assassination? Why? Mama Fina Shakur said there was in 1998 press conference. Mama Fina Shakur said, look, there is no investigation. What? Wait a minute. Right? Can I play that? That's on my channel. Right? Can I play that? Hold on, can I play that real quick? It just happened. We wish Kadada Jones and all those was involved with would step up. And Jackson, the way she was boldly, and also I felt a vibe like she's mourning for Pac. This outfit, it looks like she's mourning for Pac still. Like, that shit is crazy. You know, a lot of people, they still ain't deal with the death of Pac. Because of Mopreem and his mama acting like he faked his death. Man, get the fuck, man. Y'all shady, B, for not taking accountability. Let's play his own mother in 98 talking about there's no investigation. What do you mean? Hold on, matter of fact, I think I got that video unreleased. I didn't release it yet on Discretion 304 TV. Yeah, that's some hoe ass shit, Mopreem. I'll say it. It's my channel. That's some hoe ass shit. And you not taking accountability for the part you played, acting like Pac faked his death. Can I find this shit? Jeez. Video. Okay. Tupac mom. Here we go.
wonderful thing about this work and what we're trying to do is that we really want people to understand that there are other things that we can do besides feel the pain. The other thing we can do is we can keep building. We don't have to wait until they finish doing anything. We can continue on. Life goes on, and we can make it wonderful, each and every one of us. All of us in my family, I think that, for instance, for me and everybody else in my family, Pop took care of all of us. He took care of us very well.
So I'm trying to get to the part where she's saying...
That's what happened with Tupac. And basically everything we do is based upon what we've learned from that young man's life. And we know that when Tupac was starting and trying to establish himself, I was using drugs. Had Tupac not had within himself a real desire to move on, and had other people like Layla Steinberg, who works with the Mara Records now, other people had not helped him, and had they not pushed him when his mother was unavailable, he would not have done all that he did. So that's the lesson we learned from Tupac. We look at what our shortcomings are in a problem and try and build on that shortcoming. And in spite of, against all odds, see if it's possible for us to survive with smiles on our faces. That's basically what we're trying to be about.
We'll open it up to questions now.
Built around Tupac's vision. What do you see that vision? I see Tupac's vision is just like I just said. His vision was when he was 17 years old. His vision was to make it as an entertainer in the entertainment business and to be able to overcome his economic situation with his own creative ability and talent. Can do to change the world, one person at a time, and that's basically what it's about. We can't change the social structure. We're not strong enough to do that. But we know from Tupac that one person helping a young person, it goes a long way. And with my son, I can tell you that it went a long way. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that my son, when I was not there, that there were other people that were there. And thank God for those other people, because they pushed him. They did not belittle me as they did it. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be able to do that. We want to be able to preserve what is left of our family. There's too many children out there who don't have mothers and fathers, or maybe the mother and father is like me at the time, not doing what they should be doing. And thank God for those. I'm proud that my son, when I was not there, that there were other people that were there. And thank God preserve what is left they should be doing. And we look at them and say, well, it's the home's problem. But I'm grateful for the fact that when he left, we were able to make the...
We're not really touching on that today.
And I'm not sure that there's an investigation into Tupac's death. I don't mind the question. It's just that there's no information on it. That's the whole point. He spent the last 3 weeks of his life on a one crusade. Suge, I want to see an accounting of my money. And that's basically...
Where the fuck? Yo. Here we go. I found it. Here we go. I found it.
It's just that there's no information on it. That's
workshops we probably talk to you for a moment about.
I I don't have one comment on that.
We're not really touching on that today.
And I'm not sure that there's an investigation into Tupac's death. I don't mind the question though. It's just that there's no information on it. That's the whole point. The whole point is that not only in Pac's death and any other person's, there are all these young black people who died, young black men who died, and I've always believed that I was one of many, that I was one mother among many mothers, and really, that's how I've gotten through, just standing back more than anything. And those mothers don't have any comfort or it's not like anybody solved their murders or that they're even solving the murder, that there is any, you don't get anything for that. This is just my own experience. 51 years old.
Salute. That was Mama Shakur in 19. No investigation into her son's homicide. I was paying some salutations to Janet Jackson for her showing up and repping Pac at the 2026 BET Awards. The fact that Janet Jackson, she can take time out of her busy schedule, and also remember, her brother, she's mourning the loss of her brother. The fact that her brother not only had a memorial, can we drop comments below on that? Let's not forget, she could have had a Michael Jackson and a Pac shirt on. She said, nah. Michael just had a movie. She said, nah. Her mind and her spiritual frequency right now, she's thinking about Pac and this, probably the Keefe D trial. She's probably wishing Pac had her security. I don't know. But shout out to Janet Jackson for definitely showing Pac and Pac fans love. We were speaking about Poetic Shakur in some new interviews. He's saying, look, Pac wanted people to think he faked his death, and he's not taking accountability. He's hiding this. Somebody asked in the chat, why wasn't Mopreme on All Eyes on Me? That's why. He's not a stand on all 10 type of ninja. Suge Knight said Pac hated that ninja. He never cleared it up. Suge said Pac hated Mopreme. Something happened in Death Row Records and Mopreme, still 30 years later, haven't made a leak. What happened? Who put hands and feet on you? Did they make you drink toilet water? All that shit Mopreme is trying to take to the grave, and it's not right. You want us to buy your books and your bean pies, and you feel me? This ninja got bean pies in a book, right? But you don't want to tell Pac fans what happened in Death Row Records. What happened? How? We heard they threw you out the incinerator, ninja. You ain't even leave through the front door, Mo. We heard you went through the incinerator, ninja. So, right? Yeah, I'm on the internet, right? I see ninjas like RJ Pork Shoulder. All these fuck ninjas on internet night. What the fuck? This is hilarious. Yeah, because he on a wrongful death, talking about, oh, Pac wanted it like that. Yo, let me find out RJ Bond is giving this ninja advice, PR advice, right? Hold on. This shit is funny to me. Wait a minute. Okay. Moving right along. Shame on you, All Hip Hop TV. And this ninja with a carpet on his fucking head, and a carpet on his motherfucking face. If this is why y'all want my channel out the fucking franchise and not the league, right? Hold on, not the franchise, the league. This is why you want my franchise out the league, right? All hip hop can promote ninjas like Pork Shoulder, ninja that can't stop saying the N word. RJ Pork Shoulder, are you shitting me? All hip hop? This is what we doing? Because first of all, how is RJ friends with Mopreem? And he's good friends with Keefe D. The last I checked, Mopreem, he believes Keefe has something to do with it. Way before Keefe say he had nothing to do with it. So what kind of friend or foe shit is this? This is what I'm saying. It's a mockery out there. Right? It's a mockery. This Pac shit has turned into a fucking circus. All these ninjas with platforms and a voice, right? It's a mockery. Mr. N-word himself, RJ Pork Shoulder, can't stop saying the N-word, right? Lied and said Russell Poole gave him all his case files. No, he did not. This is what I mean. This is crazy. It's madness out here, bro. Yo, it's a shit show out here. You hear me? Because how is it RJ is good friends with Keefe D and he's good friends with Mopreem? So, meaning he's good friends with the defense and he's good friends with the victims and he's good friends with the prosecutor. This shit is a shit show out here. Right? I wonder, did they delete my comment? Hey, somebody go on All Hip Hop TV right now, All Hip Hop, and check if they deleted my comment because I can't. Hold on, my service is acting fucking fugazi. Wait, did they delete my comment? Because I got at RJ under that shit. Fuck out of here, ninja, you pussy. Wait a minute. Did they delete comment? Somebody log on Instagram, All Hip Hop, and see if they deleted my comment. Because I'm sick of RJ. All he want to do is get a chance to say the N-word again. Right? This shit is a mockery, bro. Yo, No Love, what's good? She different. What's going on? Welcome to our Rich Gang in the new season. Solo, Hell Job. Let's see. This shit is crazy, B. Yeah, bean pies. This ninja Mopreem, I'm over it, B. Yo, you know how it is when they zap me and I'm like, damn, I'm in my grave, like, I'm in my YouTube grave, like kicking up dust when I see this shit, like, no! Right? This shit is crazy. It's still there? Yeah, No Love. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I told him. The ninja said the N-word and he didn't turn over the case files to Las Vegas Metro and the case files to LAPD. These ninjas think they cops. I'm telling you, they worse than they worse than school truancy. Whoever seen them hallway monitors in your school? These are hallway monitors. You see them mostly in public school. Running around with badges that the dean made. The fucking trying to make the dean's list by being security, not your education, right? A lot of these ninjas, man, like, stop it, man. I'm over it, bro. Like the paint chip eating YouTuber, the itchy YouTuber, Mr. Paint Chip. Nigga used to eat paint off his fucking walls, bro. Talking about you're a Pac fan now. Shit is ridiculous, bro. Right? So, now that discretion the mothership is on timeout on the bench. They shouldn't even pay me no mind. They should leave me the fuck alone. Right? Yeah. Okay, y'all. Let's have a great live show. If you tap it in, we was talking about Janet Jackson saluting Pac at the 2026 BET Awards. Very important for us to salute her for she sacrificed that. Trust me, the government do not like Tupac. The government hate Tupac. Okay? Whenever you see the government has Reggie Wright Jr., the wheelchair YouTuber, the handicapped YouTuber himself, whenever you see the government have Reggie Wright Jr., one of the orchestrators of the Tupac and Biggie case, part of the grand jury, key witness, nah. They don't got no love for no Tupac. They don't got no love for Mr. The leader of the new African Panthers. What Janet did was sacrifice a lot of criticism, her critics, haters. I mean, she's wealthy now. That last divorce shit. Somebody put in the chat, I hate to be in people's bedroom business. You know what? I'm gonna leave that out of it. But Janet she don't need the money no more. Her last divorce was like, okay, Janet, shit. Auntie Janet, I get it. Her last divorce showed that, look. Oh, shit. Janet last divorce. I tell you. Right? So the fact that she went against all odds, it spoke volumes. The outfit, it looks like that the hat and what was that to all the ladies in the chat? What is that on her face called? The proper etiquette for the veil, I would say. She has a hat and some kind of veil, right? It looked like she's mourning. It looked like she's mourning, right? And, you know, for Janet Jackson, again, to sacrifice her career, fuck that. They don't love Tupac, right? And, again, her brother just had a memorial. Whatever happened to Michael, the 25th, they still trying to figure it out. What happened to Michael Jackson, right? How did Ninja go from about to outsell Prince till the Ninja came and get out of bed? Ridiculous. So yeah, we were talking about also Tupac brother, you know, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that I knew he had to somehow answer why was the campaign Tupac faked his death? The Machiavelli. It was a body double. Whatever they wanted us to think, why didn't Mopreme Ben say something, B? It's wrong. It's just totally wrong. And now with the wrongful death suit, I think he's being a hypocrite. He's not even taking accountability. I hate ninjas like that. So you blaming, if Pac gone, you want us to believe, right now you blaming it on the dead. That it was all Pac idea. Pac wanted people to feel like he faked this stuff for what? For record sales? For what? Why? And okay, so why did y'all carry on that legacy? This is a shit show, man. Okay, moving right along. Moving right along. Moving right along, y'all. Okay, so just to speak on where we at with the culture and where we at with the nation, as we all should know by now, Keefe D asked the judge not to let Greg Hayden boxes into the trial because he knew it was going to be a can of worms that would never end in this can of worms that they let loose in that DA's office with the Greg Hayden 97 boxes and whatever they kept RJ. I don't know. I believe it's supposed to be way more than 4,000 pages. I believe so. And then when you got guys like RJ Pork Shoulder, who I told y'all before they shut down the first season, I told y'all RJ Pork Shoulder, he slept with the deceased cops, the deceased detective wife, Russell Poole, right? The widow's wife, and finessed her, and then lied and said Russell Poole gave him all the boxes. Now, why Poole, right? Why would Russell, who all we know he was going to the sheriff's office because this guy, RJ Porkshoulder, and his bro Michael Carlin lined him up to go to the sheriff's office, gassed him up to go to the sheriff's office and present his new evidence when they told him. LAPD told him, stay off the case, bro. Russell Poole sued and became friends with RJ, became friends with Michael Carlin, and then he met his demise. What RJ Porkshoulder, this guy with the carpet on his face and the carpet on his head, right? So worried about my nutsack on his album, right? Him and Reggie. What RJ did, he was able to meaning RJ. When does this detective Poole, let's keep 100, when did Poole have time to give RJ anything? RJ wanted to believe before this detective met by Reggie Wright Jr. in the sheriff's office, right? Before this detective met his death and died in that office, this guy with the carpet on his head and carpet on his face wants us to believe as Pac fans that he got all his boxes, that Poole, this cop, had time before he met his demise to give him all of this. Get the fuck out of here, RJ Porkshoulder. Not in my community. We ain't jacking that. You might could sell that to your neighborhood with Mr. Rogers and your fuzzy friends over there, whatever community you live in, RJ. But in our culture, in our village, we're not buying. We have common sense. This detective ain't had no time. When did Poole get time? When did Russell Poole get time, y'all? Seriously, when did this detective get time with this guy anything when he died in the freaking sheriff's office, right? What we were saying is, and this is just a recap with no cap, right? What we were saying was, first of all the big money grab to this guy right here. Clout chasing, want to be a hero. You know, he never had a puppy growing up. You know, he never was a good Boy Scout, right? He failed at Boy Scouts. He failed at everything he did for the community to respect him. Here he go in our village, and it's just a money grab for this guy. Because if it wasn't a money grab, all facts or all theories, not just your Tupac died because of Brendan got a baby theory, RJ. Remember, this is the same guy that said Pac had beef with Little Half Dead because of Brendan's got a baby. That was debunked, right? But what we're saying is, Keefe D's up for, but where's the missing murder weapon? Bingo! Keefe D's up for trial. But Cadillac, bingo! Keefe D is up for trial, and the orchestrators or the key witness, Keefe D's up for trial, and he leaked. When in America can you leak info on another homicide because according to Keith D said if he go to jail, Tupac handcuff Reggie Wright Jr. with Suge Knight, handcuff Reggie Wright Jr. next to me for Biggie because I know he had his hands involved. Where in America can a man like Keith D say, look, if I go to jail for Pac, handcuff the YouTuber in a wheelchair, Reggie Wright Jr., next to me for Biggie. And they don't do it? Where? You tell me. It's been almost 3 years. This man has said, look, if I go to jail for Pac, handcuff him next to me for Biggie, because I know he had his hands involved. He not only solved the friggin' case, he's telling you. He's telling ninjas. That was his first reaction before the handcuffs. Where in America, y'all? Where? Why are they taking so long to put the handcuffs on Reggie Wright Jr. and I believe Suge Knight? According to, I believe Russell Poole when he said Suge Knight and Reggie Wright Jr. both had hands in the Tupac shooting, and now this culture, and we kicking out the nonsense. What don't make sense, it don't make sense, right? But what makes sense is Snoop Dogg had all the reasons in the world to be out. Had every reason for Biggie to put up the New York shooting. This is where we at with the culture, right? It says, look, if I go to jail for Pac, handcuff Reggie next to me for Biggie because I know he had his hands in it. Reggie Wright Jr., when Biggie called the radio and said, Brooklyn, stand up, Tupac and the Dog Pound is in the city, or whatever Biggie said, and they shooting a video, Brooklyn stand up, which he was really talking to Jimmy Henchman's crew. Brooklyn stand up. Pac wasn't even there, and Biggie on the radio. Reggie Wright Jr., you were there. Suge Knight security was there with Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound when Biggie had that trailer shot up. And I'm letting y'all know right now, it's going to be impossible to debunk that. Reggie Wright Jr., it's going to be impossible to debunk your involvement with Biggie. All around the board, Compton PD have been tampering with the Pac case and the Biggie case, right? To prove this theory, Puffy, when he broke his silence, I played it twice already. I played it 2 live shows in a row, right? And I'm gonna get some shout outs in a few. Hold on. Puff already said, listen, and I heard it was a Compton affidavit. Why is Puffy in 9/7 after Biggie got hit talking about a Compton affidavit? And it's a LAPD case. Drop comments below. This is why we legends, B. Saying, listen, I heard y'all got a Compton affidavit. Why is Compton with an affidavit? Yeah, boy. Drop comments below. That's how you know Reggie Wright Jr., who was Compton and his father was Compton, right? We know Reg and Tim Brandon, same circle. Y'all couldn't help it. Unlimited, thank you, Janet. Janet Jackson, unlimited thank yous. We thank you. We thank you. We for repping Pac the way you did. That was crazy. And her whole aura, her energy, her frequency, the way she rocked that outfit, it looked like she took modeling classes. Yeah, yo, Janet, did you take some modeling classes right before you walked that runway? The red carpet of the BET? Shout out to Janet. Like I said earlier, her 25th. And for her to pop out and show in a Tupac shirt, I think she should get that. I really think Janet should get that shirt like in a frame. Put that shit in a frame. That whole outfit. Put that shit next to Pac's orange shirt and his blue jeans in the MGM somewhere. If you just tap it in. Suge Knight. Suge should have never been involved with the 60K bribe. The fact that Suge Knight is involved with a bribe, draw comments below. Just doing too much, dogs. Yo, Suge is just doing too much, B. $60,000 that they came to an agreement. Do I even got that picture up? Hold on, this is... All right, we could put this on the screen. 21 gun salute. Yeah, so Suge Knight, hold on. Let me read y'all comments and get some shout outs. Little Jones, Dub Allen, Power of the Lioness, Wrench Gang, Joseph Strongholm. What's good, G's? Wrench Gang. Solo, Dub Allen. Let me read some of y'all comments, man. EXT. She different. What's good? She different. So I don't like the nonsense. It's nonsense. Flyboy Bing, what's going on? Yeah, welcome to the new season of Discretion as we await for YouTube to friggin' let my channel free, right? We started a new movement, and after this channel, I'm gonna start another channel. You hear me? After this channel, I'll give y'all a heads up. We're gonna start another Discretion channel, and yeah, they're not gonna get me lacking like they did. You feel me? I feel they caught me lacking. They caught you way lacking. I mean, it's not that serious to me as far as having mad channels or having a backup channel and et cetera, et cetera. It wasn't that serious because I know real Pac fans was gonna find me, no puff on the replay, but they're gonna find Pac truth. You know what I'm saying? So I was never worried. You feel me? But what we're saying is, a lot of Pac fans, and this is for the action throughout this whole trial, feels as the Tupac nation, you could be very selfish. Y'all could be very fucking evil when you want to be. The Tupac nation, yeah, y'all ninjas, y'all don't see that it was Mopreme, not Shakur, shout out to Set, Mopreme, Afeni Shakur, Suge, Death Row, all doing that Tupac fake this death shit. Even Suge. How many interviews was Suge saying Pac faked his death? Or with Tupac, you never know. I paid a ninja $3 million to cremate him, and you ain't see him no more. How many times? This ninja Suge, right? Here you go for. Let's go with Machiavelli, which a lot of y'all came here in the beginning for the Machiavelli theory. Um, a lot of y'all, and again, Mo Preem, I believe he's one that we shall and we will hold accountable. I don't care how many books and lawsuits he want to drop, right? When are you going to take accountability? That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a ninja's supposed to, take accountability for anything in the household or anything in these streets, right? And he's just, making his numbers, buying new cars, furs, jewelry. Ninja, you're not going to take accountability? Yeah, a lot of Pac fans feel that this ninja, where I haven't done a Machiavelli. Hold on. You know why? Because this is not even the format. Wow, dungeon style. Oh shit. Ninja gotta go through. Okay. Is this one of them? Okay, perfect. Right? Here we go. Here you go. They want us to ignore shit like this, B. It's not fair. So this trial, whatever they do to Keefe D, this is for the Machiavelli Nation. You Tupac Nation motherfuckers, y'all don't even need to be on this shit. Right now, we talking about some Machiavelli shit. You Tupac motherfuckers. You Tupac Nation motherfuckers. But seriously, they don't want us to talk about pictures like this, bro. Like, okay, why is there a Pac in the Nike jersey or that basketball jersey, and at the same time, same video, there's a Pac in his or somebody in a Pele Pele shirt? Why? Why is that? Maybe Mo Preem will want to answer these Machiavelli questions since, Pac wanted us to believe he faked his death. Okay, can you finally answer these body double questions and these helicopter questions since Pac wanted people to think he faked his death? When? Can you name me the song, Mo Preem? Name me the interview, Mo Preem? Because we're going to have to start holding you accountable a little more aggressively, right? A little more aggressively. You ain't taking accountability. You want to leave everything on Seth Shakur to do. I'm surprised you filed the wrongful death suit. When are you going to take accountability and speak up about pictures like this? Why is there a Pac in the Nike jersey or a basketball jersey and a Tupac or whoever that is in a LA shirt? Right? Y'all want to report my channel and fuck ninja shit? They're mad because I don't believe Leonard Jefferson. They're mad I don't believe nothing Leonard say. Leonard wants us to believe a lot of the fuck shit. The guy that allegedly took the last picture. Yeah, I believe you took the picture, Leonard. But I know you lied about this picture. And I'm going to say that for another topic because I'm already talking about Janet Jackson and I'm already talking about Mo Preem. But Leonard Jefferson, he needs to be re-interviewed because he has a story where, you know what? I'm just going to hold off on the Leonard topic. I am, because I've been studying Leonard Jefferson I didn't let loose that file on the first season of Discretion, but my Leonard Jefferson debunk is impeccable. And he's a fucking liar. And once you lie one time, everything you say is questionable. Right? Draw comments below. So yeah, stay tuned to Discretion TV for my Leonard Jefferson debunk. Um, I'm talking to Mo Preem. Hold on. I wanna talk to Mo Preem. This is serious business here, B. Because I feel like if y'all not gonna take accountability, I think you need to cough up a refund. Because a lot of Pac fans who turned Machiavelli fans only bought the albums because we thought Pac faked his death. I mean, we was gonna buy them anyway, but we bought them at a rapid speed, all-time high. Machiavelli 1, Machiavelli 2. For the error. Instead of them saying no, they stole Pac music, they letting shit leak, they stole the music, it's not Pac in the studio somewhere, or something, right? No, I wonder if Heaven Got a Ghetto. Hold on, I'm looking for these pictures. I'm over it, B. Bro, I'm over it. Gotta take time out of my Janet Jackson ride. Right? This shit crazy. Hold on. There's a picture I'm definitely going to put on the screen since we're talking about Machiavelli and, you know, I don't know, yo. I really don't know. The way Mo Preem act, I know there's a body double or something. But again, I'm giving Suge Knight and Death Row no more escape routes. Is this the picture? That picture. Yeah, the way Mo Preem acting, there's some funny business that went on. And again, he's in red carpet interviews talking about how Pac faked his death. Or how it wasn't up till late when Greg Bacon started being on their neck. Here we go. What about this, Mo Preem? What about the guy behind Pac? This is for the Machiavelli Nation. We shouldn't have no haters right now. I gave y'all a great live show for an hour. You Tupac Nation motherfuckers. I gave you a great, awesome hour. I spoke about Janet and I spoke about Mo Preem. So don't get shot being disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. You Tupac motherfuckers, Nation motherfuckers, right? This is for the Machiavelli Nation, and I'm talking directly to Mo Preem, right? What about this, Mo Preem? You got a dude at the crab table who look like your brother, and a dude behind him in a jersey that looked like your brother. What's up with that? Right? Y'all want to tell me y'all still don't see this ninja in the new season of Discretion? Y'all want to tell me you don't? What we did, we photo Pac out, kept the in the jersey. Okay? That's what we did. See what we did? We photo crop Pac out. And we kept this ninja in the jersey. So we're asking questions. Why? Why, Mo Preem? Why? Why is there a ninja in the jersey and a ninja in a Pele Pele shirt? Who was this, Mo Preem? Since you ready to be honest, transparent, right? Why? 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 Why was this happening? You see him? Oh, there you go. I made it a little brighter. I enhanced it. Why? We still asking these questions. The Machiavelli Nation. You Tupac Nation motherfuckers. We see you at the Keefe D trial. Well, what we're saying right now is, okay, Mopreem, why? Why is all this, what's all this fuckery? Right? Guy behind Pac. We thought he was the real victim, Mo. Can we, let's get Mopreem vocals, no puff on the replay. Let's get his vocals back on the air. Can we get the vocals back on the air? I know it's like a shit show. Wow. Can we get Mopreem back on the air? Yeah, I hate when I should have screen. You didn't screen record it? You screen record everything, bro. Let's see. Can we get Mopreem back on there? Mopreem interview up. If you questions, since y'all want to say Pac dead, and okay, but who are these people dressed just like Pac? Right? Okay, he's gone. Okay, but can y'all answer the question? So this is how disrespectful the Tupac Nation is, and I feel like, yo, you know, y'all motherfuckers are disrespectful because now, right? Y'all want us to PVD, you know? All right, listen. If y'all want Pac dead, I believe Suge Knight has something to do with it. So what's up? How about that? How about that? Pac dead? I believe Suge Knight and Reggie Wright Jr. has something to do with it. You want to talk about he faked his death now? All right. Damn, where the freaking video at? Oh, shit, that's dirt. Bro, that's freaking dirt. I had a freaking video, and I can't find this shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to find this fucking video. With Mopreem talking this bullshit. Come on. That's crazy they ain't letting me get the video up. Oh, shit. But why? Let's see. Then they really like scumbag style tonight. All right, let me see if maybe I got too many fucking apps open. Oh, these ninjas is really scumbag style. Again, we having trouble loading centers. It was like it because of issue. Man, I was trying to load up the other one. Fuck, man. There's always some bullshit. Okay. So in the meantime, I'll be patient for that to load up. Hold on, do I got any more Machiavelli questions? I'm gonna read y'all comments. I'm just trying to see. We got Pac at the crab table. Damn. Holy shit. You got Pac at the crab table. And yeah, we blaming this. That's the album that Afina Shakur was acting like Pac faked his death. Spooky. Do we have any more pictures? I know we got the MGM picture. I know we got that MGM picture. Let's see what we got. Oh man, I can't wait to debunk Leonard. Leonard is a liar. Leonard Jefferson, the photographer, he's a liar, bro. And he has a lot to do with the mysterious theories. But look, I'm not making excuses for these ninjas. You know, yes, I want Suge Knight and David Kenner held accountable for all the money they stole from Tupac. So if they got something to say about September 7th, they need to speak up. But all I see is Suge turning coat on Reggie and Kenner turning coat on Suge and possibly Reggie. I don't know. Kenner ain't trying to go back to jail. Oh man, so all right. I see the picture. Oh, I see the picture, but still rocking with me. Okay, so let's dig a little deeper. Because again, if you just happen in, we playing salutations. We paying our respects to Janet Jackson, R&B, pop, and hip hop. One of R&B, hip hop, pop queens of the culture, and we're thanking her for this era where ninjas are scared to even talk about Pac. Janet Jackson, she showed that she's really Pac's friend. She really supports the Shakurs, and Pac fans. Like, we got her back. Come on, Janet. No, if any fan base, whether they're hypocritical Pac fans, wishy-washy Pac fans, overnight Pac fans, itchy ass Pac fans that ate the paint off their walls, ate lead paint when they was kids, right? All these overnight Pac fans, Janet knows the Pac Nation will have her back, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ride for her, and it's amazing. I would love to hear Janet's theory. I would love to hear Janet Jackson's theory on who she thinks and what happened. You feel me? I would love to hear Janet Jackson's story on what she believes, what happened. I really think Suge and Kenner did it. Right? I really think Suge and Kenner and Reggie. I never liked Reggie. Yo, don't let Janet act like what was her name in Poetic Justice? Justice? I forgot her name. What was Janet's name in Poetic Justice? Don't let her get like what she did to Homegirl and threw the bottle out of her hand. You always gotta act like a fucking drunk. Yo, Poetic Justice had justice, right? Okay, she different, thank you. Right? Yo, Poetic Justice had Janet thug the fuck out. I've never. Yo, where did she get that from? I like, wow. Yeah. She need to get like that on Reggie. Every fucking time you in your sippy cup in your wheelchair in your fucking soggy ass diaper, Reg, won't you admit that you had something to do with killing Tupac? Yo, yeah, get justice. Hey, Janet, we need you to get like justice, that role you have. Mm-hmm. Janet, while you at it, get John Hine Garland, the co-host from Butt First over there. Every fucking time I look around, you're pregnant. Why don't you stop trapping Cedric? Why don't you leave Cedric alone at night? Why don't you ignore Cedric calls? Why don't you just you gotta break that shit. Oh shit. Yo, John, I think, John Highland Garland, I think Janet could help your ass. Seriously, but shout out to Janet Jackson. Again, what she did was amazing. A huge sacrifice. This shit crazy. Yeah, we were asking questions. Oh, I found it. I screenshotted it. So when we dig a little deeper in the archive, 21 Gun Salute. Again, this is for the Machiavelli Nation, right? Kevin Hackey, the first whistleblower, was protecting a guy under the alias Tupac with a K. What was it? Tupac Alamore Shakur? It wasn't even a Shakur, the last name. I forgot the last name. Maybe Mopreme will want to answer that. Why is there police documents that Kevin Hackey, the first whistleblower, was protecting a Tupac, not a Tupac, at the Aladdin Hotel, and he wasn't even in the UMC? Maybe these are questions because, damn, I wish I should have screen recorded that friggin'. I don't know what's going on with the Matrix. They not even let us log on the Matrix? Yeah, I believe that there's some funny business went on, but again, I'm not making excuses for Suge and Death Row and Reggie Wright. If they want to, Reggie had first season of Discretion, 9 years. They had 9 years, y'all, to admit there was a helicopter, body double, and that's who got shot. Okay. Tupac really got shot? I believe Reggie Wright Jr. and Suge Knight and David Kenner was all in cahoots, and Sharita Knight with them scamming ass bitches. Yeah, you feel me? Because her ass was all in Tupac's 30-year audit. Every time I flipped the page in the audit, Sharita Knight took this. Sharita Knight lied about that. What we're saying is to the Machiavelli Nation, the guy on the left for years, Pac fans said, that's not Tupac. For years. Pac fans, Mopreme. I'm talking to Mopreme since, it's a big fucking joke, and all these people that spend millions of dollars, not millions, accumulated, the millions of dollars accumulated for the records that was sold under a false pretense that Pac faked his death. Okay, Mopreme, you want to play these fucking games? It's funny to you that Pac fans for all these years was supporting the albums because we thought he faked his death and y'all needed the money to help him, or I don't know. Every Pac fan, Machiavelli, this is a Machiavelli topic, every Machiavelli fan has their own reasons why they believed it. What we're saying is, Mopreme, maybe you want to answer this. The guy on the left for years, they said that's not your brother. Idiot, I mean, who don't even know if the Cadillac made a left. Idiot, I mean, don't know if the Cadillac made a right. This ninja idiot, I mean, can I get him on the screen? right? I did a topic. I let the video go earlier today, right? Right? Idiot. I mean, he don't know if the Cadillac made a left. He don't know if the Cadillac made a right. Idiot. I mean, he don't know if the Cadillac did a U-turn. This ninja idiot. I mean, he don't know if the Cadillac did a reverse. He's an awful witness. You know what I mean? Said, yeah, the girls made a right, and that's when the shots started fired. Man, if y'all don't get him off the grand jury, right? Where's his picture at? Where's his picture at? Jeez. Yeah, I can't find nobody picture where I need it. Fucking Malcolm. Where the fuck is... Oh, here you go. Ninja. This 304 Malcolm, right? He don't know if the Cadillac made a left. Idiot, I mean, don't know if the Cadillac made a right. Idiot, I mean, don't know if the Cadillac did a reverse. Nigga, what are you on the grand jury for? Can we make this make sense? Idiot, I mean, said, yeah, after the girls made it right, that's when the shots fired. No, they did not. That's wrong. Every Pac fan, Machiavelli fan, even the Biggie fans know shots fired, that's when everybody scattered, except for Suge. Suge was the only one on the brakes, but that's a different topic, right? Yeah, he's not a good witness. He's lying about something, right? But what we're saying is, Mama Afina Shakur, as much as I got love for that woman, I wish she never went along with the Pac faking his death. Because who is this guy next to Pac? Mopreme. Y'all gonna have to get it together. Y'all can't have it. You can't have your cake and eat it too, like my OG Smooth said, right? And I guess on this channel I gotta do a reintroduction, right? I gotta do a new Smooth B topic and put up pictures and videos of me and my OG. I got y'all. Yeah, I gotta make a reintroduction. I gotta do new Vlad is a covers sex trafficking. I gotta do a lot of new, I gotta do topics that I did already, but as a reminder of, who I be, right? Yeah. Yeah, welcome to the new era of discretion, 304. These ninjas are they on some whole shit. We asking Mopreme, right? Since you want us to believe Pac gone, Mopreme wants us to believe Pac faked his death. Because, Mopreme wants us to believe it was Pac's idea to make people want to fake his death. What? That don't even make sense. What? That don't make no sense, Mopreme. I'm not going to clear it up for you either. What we're saying is, okay, since Pac gone and Pac wanted us to believe he faked his death, I played the audio earlier in his live chat. I just can't get it up now. No puff on the replay. I just can't get the audio up for some reason, and I didn't screen recorded it. Why you didn't screen record it? I don't know. But I will say this. This is a topic we're gonna have to stay on his neck about. But this is serious business. Mopreme wants us to be not gone. But who is the guy in the orange shirt right here? Who is this guy? Right? Because Pac fans are saying that's not your brother. Pac fans are saying the guy in the orange shirt, that's not Tupac. He didn't wear his jewelry that way. His shirt is overwhelmingly big. No puff on the replay. That ninja shirt that he got on is way oversized, right? It's just when you look at these pictures, Mopreme, right? Yeah, he talking about this is what Pac wanted. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So man, these ninjas, they played a dirty game, y'all, and we wasn't supposed to say anything. And again, if they want us to believe Pac gone, he didn't fake his death, etc., etc. Okay, I blame Suge, I blame Reggie, and I blame Kenner. Fuck out of here. Too much money missing. If y'all want to get back to the topic that Pac faked his death, and you know, okay, remember, though ain't no innocent there, because I was telling y'all, as bright as 13 was, for us to not see the 13 on a pack out when they washed this guy up, dishes, this ninja got washed up, dishes, right as the 13 was, right, as bright as that 13 was, not only she ain't touched this guy here in the 13, but he also was a fight. So again, you know, a lot of bullshit is going on, and it probably will never be uncovered. It probably would never be talked about the way we talked about it. Somebody said in that, yeah, this guy don't even look like Pac. He looked like an anorexic Tupac. Give me some thumbs up. Why is Tupac on a diet, Mopreem? That's not fair. Yo, they want us to ignore this shit. They want us to say, forget it, we ain't see the body double, we're delusional. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why does this guy look like the anorexic Tupac? Why did Tupac lose weight in 3 hours, right? This ninja was deflated. What this shit, B? And it's wrong, man. Right? Oh, I think they trying to zap me. Miss M, where you been? You know, a lot of y'all in the check-in, and I'm asking, where you been? But you changed you changed the university. You changed classes. Where you been? Welcome back, Miss M. Yeah, the first season they got it on suspension, and you know they didn't like my lifestyle. Calling Keith D's attorney and saying, "Hey, that's the biggest TV you got, cause there ain't no 13 on that guy jump. The big TV, no puffing and relay, and watch the fight. You can't do that on YouTube." Yeah, hey, you can't do that on YouTube. You can't. You can't. You can't. Not on a 30-year case. You just can't. All right, hold on. Let me get some body double pictures and suspicious ass pictures. If you just tap it in, we was giving Janet Jackson salutations on another level. I don't know what happened to the audio. I was trying to play out some audio. It played in the beginning of the live show. So you guys do got audio in the beginning of this live. Let me see if I restart this device. Maybe if I restart the phone. Restart the phone, and maybe that will boot up back. Ridiculous. You ninjas is corny, bro. Hold on. I'm looking for any more Machiavelli pictures. Right? Shit go bad out there. AI. Even A- Here you go. Even AI said, hey, we see two Tupacs. So, again, it's not right that they want us to sweep this shit under the rug, right? Not only we're saying the Machiavelli Nation, it's not only we're screaming, yeah, Pac possibly faked his death, but we're saying, look at all these facts. There is no coincidence. AI is saying, look, throw us in the ring. Yeah, all right, nice. All right, I'm trying to. Well, they better let me play this audio. But I still like play this shit again. They dirt. They dirt. Yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me, bro. That's Tretch right there. Even Tretch. Give me some thumbs up. Even Tretch was acting like Pac faked this. These ninjas is like they hiding out somewhere now. Where's all the Tupac friends that was like, oh, he faked his death. If Pac's still alive, I'm gonna have to kill you if I tell you. Where are all these Pac friends that now? Weird, bro. Like, damn, that shit shot. Okay, can I play? Do I got any more Machiavelli pictures? You're about her son made it. Why would a mother? Why would a mother pretend her son survived a shooting, an assassination? I don't know. I wish she never did it. I really wish she never did. Yeah, this is Kevin the Tupac. Do I got that document? Oh, I do. Ooh! If you just tap it in, I'm talking to Mopreem tonight. Shout out to Janet Jackson. We get your salutations, Janet. Well done, well executed. This is for the Machiavelli Nation. This document is the Kevin Hackey, the first whistleblower, right? The first whistleblower, Kevin Hackey, right? Tupac's one of Tupac's first bodyguards when he got to death row. After the shooting, right? On the top of this document, it says rapper Shakur. That's not even how you spell Shakur. Oh, yes, it is. Hold on. I'm seeing things. All right, Shakur. But that's not how you spell Tupac. And his middle name is not. and you spell Tupac with a C, not a K, right? And when you read this document, it's at the Aladdin Hotel, and this is in the murder rap. If this is what I'm saying, Reggie Wright Jr., Vegas key witness, aka number one suspect, right? This guy, Shook and Beefy. Reggie Wright Jr., he wants us to believe that he had no involvement and he had no idea that this was going on. Meanwhile, Reggie Wright Jr. claims that he went to the hospital and saw Tupac. Right? So what we're saying is, okay, who is this guy that Kevin Hackey was protecting? If Kevin Hackey, right, what is there a date on this? This is very suspicious. This document right here. Rich Gang Jada said it must be the Timu Pac. Right? Hold on. That's little half dad. This is another Kevin Hackey document that he believed Reggie Wright Jr. was not only Biggie but the Vince Buchanan. I know you could rarely see it because of the edit. I'm just going through these documents real quick to see, did I miss anything? This is the original document. Okay, I thought, I'm pretty sure there's way more. Oh, that picture. I created a picture. I think it was like 3 different looking fucking Pacs. Can I do that for the Machiavelli Nation? Right, this Pac, fake Pele shirt. The infamous Pac holding his broken chain. Because ninjas, I don't know why his chain broken. Really don't know why, bro. Look like they try to rob him or something. What a legacy. screen. Is it this picture? Yeah, this picture right here, Mopreem. This picture right here. Shout out to the Mustache Theory crew. Because the Mustache Theory crew is a crew that they try to bury. I even gave the Mustache Theory Nation, the Pac Mustache Theory Nation, I even gave them a safe haven zone in the first season. This is ridiculous. Right? According to the Mustache Theory crew, one man can't have so many different mustaches unless his name is Pork Shoulder RJ Bond. Right? RJ got plenty of carpets for his head and plenty of carpets for his fucking lips. No puff for the replay. Right? But RJ Pork Shoulder, we know, is the leader of mustaches and toupees. Right? What we're saying is, it's impossible for one man to have 2 or 3 different mustaches. And then if you feel like, it's possible that one, but forget about this guy, the anorexic Tupac, okay? The ninja lost weight. Like, all these ninjas can't be a person. It just don't make sense. Right? So they worried about me and Discretion TV and my rich gang and how y'all living and who y'all supporting. They so worried about the movement. But why don't y'all focus on what Pac y'all trying to say is dead, first of all? Right? And what we're saying is, okay, Mo, if you want to carry on, like, you had nothing to do with this, at least apologize on the behalf of your mother, bro. Your mother, she was in cahoots with the Tupac fake this death theory, right? And if you want to, the doors is always open, Mo. No puff on the replay. Suge, Mo Preem, Reggie, right? The doors is always open if y'all want to backpedal and say Pac still alive or fake this death. Because listen, Suge Knight, this is what I believe. Suge should be indicted. Suge should be indicted. Seriously. I believe his hands are involved on another level. This man, knowing that he robbed Tupac, knowing that he took Tupac to court, had the nerve to tell the new generation, because Tupac not dead. If he was dead, they'd be arresting old boy for murder. He's somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar or something. That was wrong. That was wrong, Suge. Right? He was saying Tupac not dead. Because if he was dead, they'd be arrested for murder. That was wrong, Suge. That was wrong. Suge told me, he thought Pac faked his death and he was just trying to protect him. You're wrong, Suge. I'm not the one to tell that. You hear me? Bro, I'm not the one to tell that shit to. Right? Because, okay, why again, I thought Tupac faked death. I was only protecting him. He was my little brother. And on the other note, he taking Pac to court for $7.1 million. Afeni needs 17, and she can't find, plus this additional 20 mil for the gang-related double album. Like, come on, knock it off. Right? So, Again, they want us to the Machiavelli nation. They want to disregard the fact that there are people who look just like Tupac running around the MGM that night, especially the anorexic Tupac. This ninja takes the cake, right? But hey, they want us to, America and the government and these losers and these lazy ass YouTubers, they just want to put this to rest, right? They was worried so much about discretion, right? They want us to sweep this under the rug, y'all. Delgay, that's his name. No Game TV, Delgay. He was saying, "Oh, they're gonna get rid of your channel." That ninja from the Suge Knight Nation, Alex. Oh, you'll see when they get rid of your channel. All these ninjas knew that there would be assassination on my channel. They was telling me Reggie Wright Jr. He knew play by play everything that was happening when my channel got shot. So I'm just giving you an idea that they want us to sweep this under the rug. This whole helicopter theory. When Reggie Wright Jr. himself, should own security, told Lay Legend about some helicopter shit. Look at Lay Legend's last thumbnail. Didn't Lay Legend draw a helicopter in his last thumbnail? But they after discretion. Knock it off, man. Knock it off. Knock it off. Maybe they and them don't want to hear this shit. Maybe, hey, maybe the Shakurs know something that we don't know. They want us to sweep this under the rug, y'all. They want y'all to disregard that there were people that was dressed just like Pac. Disregard that shit. And according to Mopreme, Tupac's brother, according to Mopreme, that was all Tupac's idea. Right? So, that's where we at with the nation, man. The real dog, Mopreme, way before Keefe got them handcuffs on him, Mopreme was on red carpets. When you play the live, I put it in live, I'll puff for the replay. There's a red carpet interview. He's talking about, oh, Tupac alive, and Tupac still alive. Like, come on, ninja, right? So what we are saying is, when you watch the beginning of the live show, he did an interview recently saying, oh, it was all Tupac's idea that, to make people think he's still alive, and that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop my Janet Jackson salutations and hold Mopreme accountable because he's wrong. He's wrong. He make it seem like it was all Pac's idea and it's a big game and it's funny to him, and it's not funny. It's not funny at all. To pretend that Pac faked his death is not funny. Even though we see all these people that, I see at least, I'm no cap, I know the dude all the way, the last row, third row, last row, third row. This is like the six-pack. Hey, Reg. This is like the Machiavelli six-pack. Y'all see this shit? Yo, bro, I know for sure that Pac all the way on the second row to the far right, TikTok was saying that's Devon Clark. TikTok was saying his mustache don't even match, right? And I was like, okay, y'all want to call, according to TikTok, they call that Devon Clark. This guy all the way in the second row far right, right? TikTok. So he wants to salute. Oh, y'all crew deep in here today. He popped one of his fans still. Yeah, that's some bullshit, B. Yo, that's crazy. Right? And again, they want y'all to sweep all these theories under the rug. Right? They want y'all to forget about this theory that y'all saw somebody dressed just like Pac. The autopsy and medical report don't match. Right? They got a ninja that's 6 foot, whatever, right? On that death table, on that autopsy table, according to Kevin Manning. Do I Manning? I doubt it. This ninja shit. I'm glad I was a shook picture. Shit. Because I got other pictures of this phone. Oh, can I get Kevin Manning on the screen? Kevin Manning is the detective that identified that was Tupac. And Kevin Manning not only he identified, where's Kevin Manning pictures? Oh, here we go. We got to get Kevin Manning. Let's get Kevin Manning on the screen. If you just tapping in, we was talking about Janet Jackson earlier, and just giving Janet her salutations for repping for Pac. And we holding Pac's brother, Poetic Shakur, accountable. Let's see, what do we got? Notification? Manning, this guy, I think, who I believe he was probably Pyru. This guy, everything was a problem with this detective. Kevin Manning said that he didn't see no death certificate, which is really like, I'm not sure how homicide detective work and duties go in Vegas. I don't know at all if that's protocol. But according to Kevin Manning, he did not see a death certificate. According to Kevin Manning, that that was Tupac that he saw on the autopsy table. And the Kevin Manning, this detective, he's the one that's letting the DA, the judge, know that he confirmed that the pictures that they showed him are the same pictures of the body that he saw of the corpse. So, you know, again, you're dealing with people that wouldn't know Tupac if Tupac slapped them dead in their face with one of Reggie's soggy diapers. I don't believe Kevin Manning have known who was Tupac, especially with these dudes running around dressed just like Pac. But again, for the Machiavellian, I swear to you guys, I'm not giving Suge and Reggie no more leadway. What I believe, and they're gonna have to correct me. I believe, yeah, it was supposed to be a switch, but Suge kept the real Pac in his car. How about that? It was supposed to be a body double switch, but Suge Suge wanted Pac next to him. Again, the whole theory where this shooting, hold, hold, do the best I could do with a live show. Do the best I could do with a live show. And I'm so thankful y'all tapped in. Get the likes. So the likes is doing great. The channel is doing great. I think we did over in less than 2 weeks. The whole channel had over 60K views. Amazing. I mean, I enjoy being a rookie, a rookie all over again. Amazing. Over 60K views in less than 2 weeks for a brand new channel. Amazing. Shout out to you if you've been watching the stories. Also, I try to shout out to you if you support Val. You know, but amazing for a brand new channel. I'm like, whoa, right? So again, the real Pac fans is definitely going to find me and find the truth. Hold on, I want to put one more picture up, at least for this conversation right here. It's very important. Um, Now, hold on. If I start the theory, oh, man, so I'm in 2025. Hold on. This infamous picture. Yo, I don't know what to do. I probably got to create files for my pictures because I be having so much. Oh, here, this picture right here, y'all. Okay, is Joseph here? Joseph is from Rich Gang. Joseph, for one, he don't believe, or it's difficult for Joseph to believe that Suge would sit in a car next to Tupac. He knows some guns was gonna go off, and you know, it brings me back to a conversation with Suge's attorney. Suge's attorney said, "Listen, he's crazy like that. He's crazy to attack people with guns on them." What? His own attorney said, like, look, And I think even the Suge Knight Nation said, look, Suge is known for attacking ninjas with guns on them. What? Because we was saying, look, shots is being fired on Pac's side. Your natural reaction is go the other way, hide your face, guard your grill. No, this ninja says he grabbed Tupac and told him to get down. Lead us to the new era where, yeah, you use Pac as a shield, even if it's out of fear, but the money was missing, man. Pac found out 30-year ago audit and Sharif's wife. Suge's wife was going to be exposed. I think Suge would have took that chance. I believe so. Whether you believe it's a body double or not, I'm not going to give them that leadway. Not in this new season. I believe that they did this before. Those cops, because he put those cops on payroll, he put those cops in position, put into the bodyguard, Mike Moore. He said Reggie's father, a pig on jet ski, said, listen, anything happened to Suge, his son. Why would Suge tell his bodyguard or tell Reggie's dad, or why would it be a deal if anything happened to Suge, his son would run the company? With a statement like that, I believe Suge said, you know what? I brung Pac in, and I'm going to take him out. If they don't want us to believe body double theory, and they don't want us to believe that, you know, this anorexic Pac was probably the victim, okay. All right, let's go to the original Russell Poole theory. Reggie Wright Jr. and his boss, Suge Knight, had their hands involved with the homicide of Tupac. Since there's no body double and there's no helicopter, okay. All right. Yes, thank you, Miss M. And moderator team, the Wrench Gang, is telling people to get the likes up. Very important. Let's get this out in the algorithm. There's a lot of people still looking for me. I'm getting emails still. Val, where's your YouTube channel? Oh my God. Still, about 2 hours ago, I seen an email. Val, where's your YouTube channel? So there's people, they're not internet savvy, I would say, or they're not seeing me in the algorithm. They're not even looking. You know, I know it was kind of a surprise the way shit happened with discretion, but I promise y'all, we will rebuild. We will rebuild, and we will hold these ninjas accountable. Trust me. All right, so again, before I end this one more time, shout out to Janet Jackson. We love you. Thank you, Janet. Run up her albums, run them up. I believe, and before I end this live, I believe that song Janet Jackson made, she smiling back at me, smiling back at you. That song, Smile, I think she revamped it from Pac's original Smile with Scarface. Every time I hear that song, I think she's talking about Pac. I don't know. You tell me. All right, y'all. It's 1 o'clock out here in the East Coast. I did great. It was a great live show. I apologize I couldn't get the other device to work. I don't know what the fuck. It did work in the beginning, so in the beginning you will hear Mopreme pretending like Pac is still alive. I will make it edit for the Replay Nation. and the saga continues. You know what I'm saying? Did I give everybody a shout out? Is anybody that was Wrench Gang on the original first season that you don't got your wrench? I know there's a few people. Yo, Wrench Gang was so deep, I don't remember all the Wrench Gang members. I remember the ones that was really like active and you was there riding, no puff on the replay. But if there's a Wrench Gang or somebody that was Wrench Gang to my Wrench Gang team and they don't got their wrench, because we're gonna lock off wrenches also. I'm not gonna have 1,000 motherfuckers that I can't even say what the fuck. Yeah, and it's important to me. I'm proud of. I think we got what 300, over 300 subs. I'm proud of that 300 subs because I earned that 300 subs, and it's just me. It ain't nobody I'm dealing with. It ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's just me building this from brick from brick. And if YouTube want to release the other channel, they will. But this channel right here, Discretion 304 TV, this is dope. I get to show I could be a rookie again. You feel me? So yeah, shout out to you for tapping in. I will go live tomorrow. TGZ, what's good? I'm the first Wrench Gang. You was? Yo, Solo, you was the first? We're riding for you, Val. Yo, thanks, Andrew. I really appreciate all y'all ninjas, B. Word, like, Jenny fam. I don't have my wrench. Jenny fam. Jenny Lamb? I don't remember you. Anybody remember Jenny Lamb? What? Trying to get me caught? Wait a minute. Now, honestly, if anybody can vouch for anybody that said they had a wrench, I definitely will give them a wrench. But if I don't remember you, B, Seven here, Seven, the real Dawn. Seven, he real Dawn. I'll be watching this. But what if he did fake his death? Some of the last songs, Pac does say some shit. Makes you wonder. Again, I'm all for. I don't know if the real Dawn is still here. I'm all for Pac faking his death, helicopter body double theory, but it's too much money missing, and it went missing, and I want somebody to be held accountable. I will rather somebody be held accountable than to carry on the Pac fake this death theory. There's too much money missing, and it was a major disrespect for Suge Knight to file any kind of lawsuit papers, right? While Pac wasn't even cold in the grave a year, right? That bot, whatever you think he did, right? So there's a lot of questions that need answers. Where's the missing money? Where is it? What happened? Why was y'all robbing Tupac? Why Pac had to file an audit? Why Pac fired Reggie Wright Jr. and never got new security? Sugar's still alive. He can answer these questions. Why wasn't there urgency to get new security for Pac? Why wasn't there urgency after the shots was fired for you to step on that gas pedal and be up out of there? Every time I look at this new era and this new picture that they put out, that surfaced up this picture right here, you can see that all those shots was meant for Pac. And, I'm all for the shenanigans and games, no puff on the replay when it comes to, Pac pulling a fast one. Okay, it's cool. But that was involved, not only, I said it 2 lives ago, I said it the live ago, and I'm going to say it again. These shooters, the fact that they were able not only get away with the shootings, on multiple occasions. We're talking about Biggie, Kevin Gaines, right? These shooters that shot through Pac's door, they are experts, and that they are they have extreme expertise in shooting car doors. The big shooting was of how they can shoot several shots and hit their target and don't hit nobody else. The Biggie shooting. How many ninjas was in that Suburban? But again, Reggie Wright Jr. got a phone call hours before the Biggie shooting. And Reggie Wright Jr. had a heads up that bad boy needed security. Death Row was in the party. You had DJ Quick in the building. DJ Quick, according to G Dill, said they was gonna get him. But even without all that, right? I believe there was no way Biggie wasn't going to be held accountable for calling a radio station on Snoop Dogg, especially when Reggie Wright Jr. was there. Reggie was in a shooting? Oh, shit. Hey, Pork Butt, why you kept that so quiet? Yo, listen, y'all. Y'all gotta... I know a lot of y'all got your own theories and your own, and I'm not here to force nobody, but please keep in mind, y'all. Pork Butt, you never told your audience about what happened with the New York shooting and how you were there. According to your father, Reg, you were involved. You were there while the shooters were shooting up the New York Dog Pound trailer. You never told your audience about how you felt. Frank Alexander had to come in and save you too, Reg. Hey, Reg. Hey, Pork Butt. Where's Snoop? It's me, Frank. Remember the story? Corrupt tells the story crazy. Corrupt said, listen, after the shots in the New York trailer, Frank bust in, no puffing and replay. Where's Snoop? Where's Reggie? It's me, Frank. Yo, crazy. 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 Rest in peace, Gaddafi. Word. Yeah, there's a lot of bodies, man. I don't even know. Yo, the saga continues because even when Keefe D blows trial, because I think he's gonna blow trial. I don't think there's too much confusion. You got RJ Porkshoulder. This is how confusing the case is. And the DA must be like, what the fuck is going on? You got RJ Porkshoulder, good friends with Keefe D. And you got RJ Porkshoulder, friends with Mo Preem. How the fuck we supposed to feel like we getting justice? Like, come on, man. Knock it off, man. This is what I mean, B. Every time I go over the facts and what's going on in these YouTube streets, perfect example. This perfect example. RJ Porkshoulder, good friends with Keefe D. Good friends with Keefe D's son. Even went to court and did perjury for Keefe D. And say he heard the jury talking about the case. Right? He leaves the courtroom. Mo Preem. He's taking Mo Preem to Denny's or Applebee's or some shit. I don't know. These niggas ate chips when they was kids. They ate the paint off the wall, right? So who knows what? All right, y'all. Yeah. Again, I just wanted to give Janet her flowers. We're gonna deep dive a little more into Mo Preem files. I gotta find all those interviews he was talking about Pac faked his death. And if you have an interview that you know that Mo Preem was talking about Pac faked his death, he's still alive, send it to my email at discretiontv@gmail.com so I could put together a catalog for him, that he needs to apologize. Shout out to the Janet Jackson Nation. We thank y'all. Rhythm Nation. Right? Shout out to the Janet Jackson Nation for repping for Pac. And the saga continues to my ninjas on the run. Y'all stay sucker free out there. You hear me? Y'all hold your head. Y'all stay out that fucking jail cells. Y'all ninjas know what I'm talking about. Stay out them fucking jails. All right, y'all. I'm going to tap in tomorrow with y'all. God bless y'all. Respectfully checking in, and now I'm checking out. Peace.